So we're here today with well, let me not even introduce him. Let me let him introduce himself. So who are you?
Hi, my name is Chinedu. I'm the business development executive of Entarado, and Entarado is a technology company based in the UK and Nigeria, but we focus on Nigeria and basically imagine West Africa and Africa as a whole. We're a company that focuses on leveraging technology to provide solutions to problems in Nigeria and Africa.
Okay, so where are you right now? Like we're in Nottingham, right? So
Mhm. Yeah.
is it a business you want to run from here, or is it a business that is running in Nigeria at the moment as we speak? I mean, what is
Yeah, so right now, Entarado, we're based in Nottingham, UK, and in Nigeria, more in Lagos and Port Harcourt. So right now, I'm in UK right now, but we've got a team in Nigeria as well. So we're basically operating from both countries right now. Like I said, our focus is in Nigeria, West Africa as a whole. So we've got a team of people that are in Nigeria right now, and
okay?
I've also got a team of people in the UK.
Yeah.
So we're kind of working between both places right now.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to understand
Yeah.
what is Enterado actually? What is it all about? What market are you? What is it? I mean, explain it to me as if I wasn't a tech person.
Entarado is, like I said, we're focused on technology, and we're focused on what we're focused on is using technology to solve simple problems in Nigeria. So there are a lot of problems in Africa. I'll be talking more about Nigeria because that's where we operate right now. Though we're looking to with time sort of expand to other places in Africa, but what Enterado does, for example, I think the best example is to use a case study of one of the products we are working on. One of the things we're working on is in the education sector. That's one of the places we're looking at. And there are so many things around there. For example, there are universities, there are schools, and there are so many issues, there are so many problems in that sector. And what we're trying to do is to look at those problems in that sector and kind of come up with solutions, leveraging technology to help solve those problems. So, for example, we've got a digital yearbook, we've got a platform we're working on, it's called Grad Links, which is a kind of a web platform that will bring people from students from all over the country to be able to interact and talk with people and develop themselves, not just academically, but competencies as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you get this question a lot, but I'll
Yeah.
ask it anyways. Why would they use it? I mean, they have Facebook. Why would they use Enterado? Why would they use your educational product?
Product for
Yeah. Because
yeah.
I mean, you believe it's obvious. I mean, anybody asks a
Yeah.
question will say, "Okay, fine, there's Facebook now."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, why would they use something else? I mean, what is it that is unique to your product that would just make them not resist it, basically? So
Yeah,
I'm gonna explain.
Yes, that's a good question. I do get that question a lot. Yes, Facebook is something very, it is the most popular social network. So whenever someone is trying to build a kind of network, it's always like,
It's
how is that
huge.
different? How is that different from Facebook? Yes, Entarado, our grad links, there are a lot of things that makes it different because we're focusing on the educational sector. We're focusing on help. For example, let's take for instance people that are just graduating from, let's say, secondary school. They have a lot of questions they're asking. Like for secondary school graduates, they're looking at what uni do I go to, where do I go to, how do I get admission to this university, what do I need to know, what do I need to do when I'm going back to university. And these are kind of the things we're trying to solve. We're trying to help alumni are able to kind of get through to students, and advise them in some of the problems that they have or some of the issues that they have once they are leaving to kind of going further with their studies or going
Okay,
into
okay.
business.
Let me get something straight, right? The business itself is Enterado, but you have other products, right?
Yeah, so the business is Entarado. We have a lot. We have other products because I said we're all about technology. We're all about developing solutions. So we've got a number of products that we're working on. technological problems that products that we've got right now. So we were just talking about one of the products, which is BrandLink. Yeah.
Okay. So you're in tech, obviously, right? So,
yeah.
What are the problems you face? I mean, being a Nigerian startup, like, what are the problems you face doing a startup and running a startup, really?
Yeah. Obviously, there are a lot of problems. I think in Nigeria, there are a number of problems running a technology startup in Nigeria. And these are things that, right now there are a lot of things happening, a number of things happening in the tech scene in Nigeria. So things are actually coming up. But there are problems, infrastructural problems, internet.
I mean, the infrastructure, there's this news that, is it Mrs. Mobile Johnson, right? The ICT minister, that she put out the new policy for ICT and everything.
Yeah, about that.
And some people over the blogs are saying, it's propaganda or anything, but I've actually read the policy and let's not be naive though, but it kind of tackles some problems and saying that they will fix some things. And what do you think about it? Do you think it's a propaganda, or you've seen the copy, right?
Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't looked through it in depth, but I've seen it. I've looked briefly through it, and I think they're actually trying to do things, with ICT in Nigeria. Yes, most times with things that involve governments in Nigeria, people are a bit skeptical about them. The other day I was having a discussion with one of my friends, and he's kind of what he's passionate about is kind of helping grow entrepreneurship in Nigeria, and through doing events, through doing enlightenment events,
like the conference business, kind of like the ecosystem business,
stuff like that. And he was just telling me about the ministry, the ICT ministry, and they're doing similar events. Though he has a different idea. He's coming to solve the same problem with a different perspective and different ideas. And I remember us just saying, one good thing about it though is they are trying, in Nigeria. They're actually trying. They're doing some events.
Yeah, they're trying with some new faces that.
They're doing something. That means they're also open to ideas, because at times they're kind of like open to what people want to do and stuff. So yes, I'm really optimistic about what's going on right now in Nigeria. We're not there yet. We're not close there yet, but I think we're moving further. We're going forward, I think.
Yeah, and I think too, with people like you trying to tackle the problems that we have, like in the startup scene and everything, I think what we really lack is that first generation entrepreneurs, right? Yeah. People that either sold their companies or started a company and gone public, they now have enough money to throw around in the funding sector and everything.
Yeah, that's very, very true. That's very, very true. Now that you even mentioned that, because I go to a bit of conferences here when I get the chance in the UK, and people talk about Africa, and there are a lot of all these venture capital firms and funds. But the thing is, those funds are kind of focused more on businesses that are already
things that
there,
can be seen,
things that are there already. But there is not a lot focused on people that have got ideas, that need some direction, that need mentoring, such as Entarado is a young company, things like mentoring, things like, that help to foster
the full ecosystem of entrepreneurship. There's the CC Hub right now. There's a couple of all these.
CC Hub is
doing
really
a good job.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
CC Hub, a couple of other people, and that's why I'm a bit excited about what's going on right now in Nigeria, because we're
at the beginning. Okay, so entrepreneurship really, with the way the country is at the moment, you need to get a job, you need to do this, with all these bottlenecks and all these uncertainties, why did you pick entrepreneurship? Why do you really want to go out there and do it?
Entrepreneurship, is something I'll say I'm passionate about. Okay. I've always wanted to do things, my own way. Always kind of looking at problems. For me, I think it's a bit easy for me to kind of see problems or notice problems and be like, oh, this can be done differently. So it's something I've always been passionate about.
And sorry, let me look at you. When you have that, do you I know you get the whole, it wouldn't work in Nigeria. I don't know how many times you've heard that.
Yeah, that's true. It's easy to say that. I used to say that a lot. But this wouldn't work in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But what I'm starting to kind of think of is, personally, to ask why. Kind of ask that question.
That's actually a very good question.
Than not, because out of impulse at times I'd be like, man, no, that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kind of always check myself there and ask why wouldn't it work.
Yeah.
Because by asking why wouldn't it work, then I'm able to kind of see beyond, just the because there are reasons why it wouldn't work. When you tackle those reasons, you still come up with products and stuff.
I mean, the whole 5 whys of Eric Ries. I see you're a big fan.
Yeah. That's a really when you think about it, 5 whys, you kind of like when you actually try with something, you kind of think, right, well, that's actually something useful.
I think the problem that I see sometimes is that people are very quick to say it wouldn't work in Nigeria. I mean, it's a market that is above 150 million. I mean, what's the worst numbers you can walk up? I mean, and they don't give you reasons why it wouldn't work. They just tell you it wouldn't work. I mean, it's being an entrepreneur. I believe it's painful sometimes, right?
Yeah, it is. But I think that's why we kind of entrepreneurs have to be out there, because we're the ones to kind of
fix
go
the
out
problems,
there and do those things that are not supposed to work. And kind of looking at the people that have made it. Yes, right now a lot of people are talking about Dangote, Aliko Dangote and stuff. And yes, he's done a lot. He's built an empire based in Nigeria and Africa. And for him also, a lot of things he's doing right now, people will be like, no, there's no lights, no, there is no this, no, there is no that, so it's not possible to build industries in Nigeria. But he's come there, he's kind of, faced those challenges, and he's built an empire. Right now, a lot of people are kind of impressed with what he's doing. And I think it's the same way, for young.
And a lot of people will still throw the white flag of,